Hey guys, welcome to my Jamb chemistry tutorial video series, and in this video we are going to talk about what nomenclature of the organic compound. This topic is very important as far as you are writing Jamb. This is what you must actually cover. I'm starting off the nomenclature of the alkane. We are talking about what the alkane, right? So in this video I'm going to walk you through step by step on how you can name alkane. Not only that, I'm going to show you the pattern and ways in which Jamb said that question. So I'm going to tell you what my video or my teaching to how Jamb set that question, and I'm going to give you not only that, I'm going to give you the possible questions in which Jamb should set under nomenclature of your word alkane. So make sure you have your pen and your notebook because this class is going to be massive. I'm going to give you tons of value. Now by the end of this class, you should be able to name alkanes. I'm going to give you the 3 simple rules you can use in naming alkanes. If you follow these 3 simple rules, you'll be able to know alkane, right? Now let's get started. So the first one to look here is the general molecular formula of the alkane. Alkane is having general molecular formula of CnH2n plus 2. They normally ask this kind of question in the exam. Then the hybridization is sp3 hybridization, and they are single bond. All alkanes are single bond. The bond angle is 109. The shape is tetrahedral shape. The type is saturated compound. Do you get that? So these are stuff you need to master before you do anything. So the next thing you want to look at is the first 10 members of the alkane family. So the first one is methane. The other one is ethane. The other one is propane. The other one is butane. The other one is pentane. The next one is hexane. The other one is ethane. The other one is octane. Here we have nonane and decane. The first you want to know here is the first 10 members of the alkane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what is the formula, the molecular formula here? Remember, the general molecular formula of the alkane is CnH2n plus 1, right? Where n means the numbers of carbon atom, or you can also say the position here. So how do you get my first number? The methane, the general molecular formula of methane. Now I think that since methane is the first member, it means that my n is equal to 1. Do you get that? My n equals to 1. So if I should plug that one here, so it's going to be C1H21 plus 2. You get? So anyway, I see n, I will put 1 here. So it's going to be C1H2n, which is 1 plus 2. So you're now going to give me CH 2 times 1 is 2 plus 2, which is 4. My general molecular formula of methane is CH4. You get? Now for the ethane, it means that my n is equal to 2, right? My n equals to 2. Then if I should plug it in here, it's going to be C2H2 plus 2. So we're now going to give me C2H 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. Now my general molecular formula of ethane is C2H 6. If you do the same thing to decane, this is what I'm going to get. Following the same pattern, here I'm going to have C3H 8. Here we have C4H 10. Here we have C5H 12. Here we have C6H 14. Here we have C7H 16. Here we have C8H C8H 18. Here we have C9H 20. Here we have C10H 2. So this is the first thing you want to know. The first 10 members of the alkane family. You get that? So you want to know this one here. Please copy it down. I want to know this one here. Copy it down because it's actually helps us to understand this when we enter nomenclature. Now let's get into the various rules. So how do you name alkane? So I'm going to give you the 3 simple formulas you can name alkane. So I'm going to tailor it down to the way or pattern in which what Jamb do ask that what question. So we have so many rules. We have about 7 rules when it comes to what normal nomenclature of the arcane. But what I've witnessed, Jamb only focus on what 3 rules, right? So which I'm going to give to you. So pay very close attention. Rule 1. Rule 1. I'm going to give you all the 3 rules. Then we start working on them. Rule 1. Take the longest continuous carbon chain and name it as a parent chain. That is what rule 1. Take the longest continuous carbon chain and name it as a parent chain. Now, when a company is gives you what to name, the first you want to know is select the chain that have the highest carbon atom. What do I mean? If for example here we have this one here. Now, if for example now we have this one here. Now, maybe you are big something like this. I'm looking at the hydrogen first. Now, let us focus on what the carbon. Now, if something like this begins to you, how do you identify the longest continuous carbon chain? So here we have. So what so many people will do, they just come from here to here, and they just say the longest continuous carbon chain is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. You get. But you find that they didn't say take the longest continuous straight chain. They say take the longest continuous carbon chain. If you get from here to here is continuous. From here, if you get to here, move down, and here is also what continuous. From here to here is what continuous. So you want to count for all direction. So from here to here we have what 6 carbon atom. Do you get that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you get that? Now from here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I have what 5. You get. Now, but what are from here to here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we have what 8. So if you say that the first you want to do when it comes to nomenclature of alkanes, you want to count from both sides or all direction in order for you to pick the longest continuous carbon chain, because you might just pick this one here and say that is the longest continuous carbon chain. Whereas now when you go there, you also have 8. You get. And the good thing here is that what most people do is that now once you miss the first rule, you have missed everything. Now, if for example here you want to take the longest continuous carbon chain as 6, no matter what you do again, you already fail it. Okay, so that's why you must be extremely careful when selecting the longest continuous carbon chain. You must try as much as possible to count from end to end. Now, you will say that take the longest continuous carbon chain and name it as the parent chain. Now, the numbers of carbon atom indicate the name. You get. Remember, if it's 1, we have methane. If it's 2, we have ethane. If it's 3, we have propane. If it's 4, you have butane. If it's 6, you have hexane. If it's 7, we have heptane. If it's 8, you have octane. If it's 9, we have nonane. If it's 10, we have decane. Now, here we have 6, 5, and 8. 8 is what is longest. You get. So what is the 8th member of the alkane? So my parent chain here, parent chain or parent name. My parent name is what? Now the 8 members of the alkane is what? Octane. Octane. Do you get that? Octane. So this is the first thing you want to know, right? Now let me forward to rule number 2. What is rule number 2? Rule number 2 state that if a substituent is attached to the parent chain, now the substituent, the parent chain is numbered in a way that the substituent must have the lowest possible number. I'll go it again. If a substituent, so what do you understand by substituent? Substituent means a side chain or a side atom that is not counted among the parent chain. I'm going to explain to you, just watch. Now, if a substituent is attached to the parent chain, now the parent chain must be numbered in a way that the carbon atom carrying the substituents must have the lowest possible number. Now, what do I mean? If, for example, here I have something like this, it's okay. Now, let us take this one here, and let us take CH3. Now, I'm coming to all this one here. Now, the good thing she will take the longest continuous carbon chain, right? From here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, do you see the way I count it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we have 4. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we have 5. They are the possible counting. So 6 is the highest, right? So my parent chain is what? Hexane. Do you get that? So from here to here is what my parent what chain, parent what chain. Do you get that? Do you get that? Now you can see that from here to here is parent chain. I didn't count this one among what the chain. Do you get that? So this guy will now become a substituent. Do you get that? And the name of this substituent is called what? Methyl. It's called what? Methyl. So you can see it here. So the rule states that if a substituent, which is the guy, is attached to the parent chain, what happens? You must buy in such a way that this carbon to carry such must have what lowest possible number. Now let me break it down for you to understand that there are two. You know, you can start the number from here and can start what the number from this point here. Do you get that? So if I start my number from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what 6. Because this carbon atom here is attached to carbon number what 4. Then when I start from here, do you get that? So when I start from here, the carbon atom carry the substituent is the carbon number what 4. But what happens if I start at the other end? What happens if I start from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, carbon 3 is what kind of substituent. So here we have carbon 3, carbon 4, and what carbon 3 kind of substituent. Now, when I start from here, carbon 4 is what kind of substituent. When I start from here, carbon 3 is what kind of substituent, right? Now, the rule says that the carbon atom carrying the substituents must have the lowest possible number. So this one is what is the correct one. Do you get that? This one is what is the correct one. So this is how to do it. So he said that when the carbon is given to you, first thing, take the longest continuous carbon chain first. Second thing, number is such a way that the substituent must have the what lowest possible what number. Do you get that? Then what rule number what 2. Now let me to what rule number 2. From rule number 2, we are going to what explain everything. Then I'm going to give you what so many what example you are going to what do. Rule number what? Rule number what 3. Now what is rule number 3? Rule number 3 states that if 2 or more substituents are attached to what the parent chain. Now what happens? The parent chain must be numbered in a way that the summation of the position of the substituents must have the lowest possible number. It's not that too difficult. We explain to you. Do you get that? If, for example, here the first one is 1, the second one is what 1 substituent, right? So if it's 1 substituent, what will happen here? Number from both sides to see the one that will give what lowest possible number for that 1 substituent. Now, if this score will state that if 2 or more substituents, do you get that? If 2 or more substituents are attached to the parent chain, what you have to do is what? You must number in such a way that when you sum the position of those substituents, you must have the what lowest possible number. Now let me give you an example. Now look at this example. You get so the first rule says she do what? Now what is the first rule? First rule says that she what? Take the lowest continuous carbon chain. Of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is what is my parent chain, right? So parent's name is what? Octane. You get parent chain is what? Octane. So from here to here is what? Octane. So you find that this guy is a substituent, this guy is what is a substituent, this guy is a what substituent. So now I can either start my number from here or I will start my what number from this point. You get so when I number it from here, I need to work some position of what this substituent here. When I start my number from here, I need to work some position of the substituent, right? Now let's start from here first. Now let's see what you're going to get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So when I start from here, this carbon atom here is having what methyl, which is what 4. Do that plus carbon number 5 is carry what this substituent, which is what 5 plus carbon number 7 is carry what this substituent, which is what 7. So when you sum there, you're going to give what 16. Yeah, so that's when I start my number from this point. You get give me what 16. So now let's start our number in the other direction. Now let's see what we're going to get. You should start from here. Yeah, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, what 8. So carbon number 2 is kind of what this substituent here. Carbon number 4 is kind of what this substituent. And carbon number 5 is kind of what this substituent. So when you sum them together, you get that. So when I start my number from here, I got what 16, right? But when I start my number from here, I got what 11. Do you get that? So you go say that the summation of the position of the substituent must have what the lowest possible number. Now So this direction gave us which was lowest possible number. You get. So there are some things you need to understand. Take note of it. We are still going to use here. When naming, what you have to do is that when naming, you must separate numbers and numbers with what? Comma. For example, like in nomenclature, you must separate number from number. Maybe 1, 2. Numbers and numbers must be separated by what? This comma here. You get that? It's very, very important. You get, you must separate it here. Then numbers and alphabets must be separated by what? Hyphen. Maybe here we have 2 what? Meter. You get that? 2 what? Meter. So numbers and numbers is separated by they are separated by what? Comma. Then numbers and alphabet are separated by what? This hyphen. It's very, very important when you are doing your nomenclature. Do you get that? Another thing here is that you must arrange the source print alphabetically. Do you get that? So now A will come before B will come before C and the rest. So after taking the numbering, now you must arrange the source print alphabetically, which I'm going to explain to you. Now let's look at some common substituents before we name this guy. Common what substituent? That is, these are substituents you are going to use more in the nomenclature of organic compound. Do you get that? So the first one I want to look at is what? CH3. CH3 is called what? Methyl. It's called what? Methyl. Then here we have what? CH3. CH2. CH3 called what? Ethyl. It's okay. Then here we also have CH2. CH2. It's called what? Propyl. It's called what? Propyl. Then here we have what? Cl. Cl is called what? Chloro. Here we have what? Br is what? Called what? Bromo. You get that? Here we have what? NO2 is called what? Nitro. You get? So these are the common substituents you are going to use in your what? In your nomenclature. So you make sure what you take it down. You get? So now let's finalize the name of this guy here, right? Remember we are starting our name from here, right? So here we have what? Then Br is called what? Bromo. Right there. Then this one is called what? Methyl. This one is called what? Chloro. Do that. Remember my parents' chain is called what? Octane, right? Octane, my parents' name, that is octane. So if you look at the position here, account number 2, I have what? Chloro. Remember, numbers and alphabet are separated by what? Hyphen here. So we're going to do what? 2 what? Chloro. Now remember here is what? Is the parent chain. Chloro is account number 2, that is called 2 chloro. Now, numbers and alphabet are always separated by what? This hyphen here. It's very, very important. The account number 4 is kind of what? Bromine. 4 what? Bromo. You get? Then account number 5 are what? Methyl. Which got 5 what? Methyl. So we have gotten everything we need in what to name for the other one here. So how do you arrange it? Remember I told you that you must arrange the substituent alphabetically, right? So this one must come first before the parent chain. Parent chain always come last. So if you look at it here we have chlorine, bromine, and what? N. C, B, and what? N. So B will come first in alphabetical order before C, before what? N. So how do you now arrange? Now going to be what? 4 bromo. Here we have what? 2 chloro. Here we have what? 5 what? Methyl. Then here we have what? Octane. That is what is the name of the compound. So you can see how easy it is here. Now let's start practicing question. Let's start take some question in your Jamb past question. Now this question is what I took from Jamb. Now if you check your Jamb, you see this kind of question here. So how do you name it? So I'm going to apply those rules here. Now first of all, I'll tell you what the longest continuous carbon chain I would name it as what parent chain. So here we have 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get. So my longest continuous carbon chain can either be here or here, whichever way, right? Now, so if I should take from here to here, if I should take from here to here, you go to be what? Parent what? Chain. It's okay. Then here will now become what? A substituent. You get that? So the name of this substituent here is what? Is what? Is a methane. Methane. It's okay. Now, why this parent chain is how many? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to what? Butane. You get, so this is the first one to do here. Take the longest continuous carbon chain and name it as well as the parent chain. Then here now anyone you did count among the chains is a substituent. Do you get that? So it's a side chain. Every side chain is a substituent. So what you want to do here? What you want to do here is now you want to know by such a way that the carbon atom, look at this carbon atom here, is one kind of substituent, right? So if I start from here, 1, 2, 3. Carbon number 3 is what kind of what this substituent here, right? But if I start from here, 1, 2, carbon number 2 is what kind of substituent. Now, according to what we're going to state that if a substituent is attached to the parent chain must be numbered in a way that the carbon atom kind of substituent must have the lowest possible number. Now, because 1, 2, 2 is what lowest possible number compared to 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to start my name from here. 1, 2, 3, and what? 4. You get? So that is now the position of the methyl group is a carbon number 2. So it's going to be what? 2 methyl what? Butane. That is the name of this guy here. You get? So now let's look at another one. Okay, now let's take the next one here. Now this one is also for from Jamb. So these are type of questions you should be expecting when it comes to nomenclature what in Jamb chemistry. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3. Of course, here be what my parent chain, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is my parent chain is what butane, right? Parent chain is what is butane. Then this guy is what is a solid which is what chloro. This guy is what methyl. You get? So there are two ways I can know my form. Now if I start my name from here, 1, 2, 3, and what 4. Please pay very close attention. 1, 2, 3. Account number 3 is kind of 2 substituent. Do you get that? Now because it's going to be 2 substituent attached to carbon number 3, so it's going to be 3 plus 2, which is what 6. Now, I think that the reason why it's 3 plus 2 because this substituent here is a carbon number 2, which is this 3. This substituent here is a carbon number 2, which is this 3 here. So we add it together, it gives what 6. Then we start our number from this point here, right? What about if we start our number in the other direction? Here we have 1, 2, 3, and what 4. Do you get that? So carbon number 2 is what is kind. So it's going to be 2 plus 2, which is what 4. Of course, you go say she will take the lowest possible number, which is this guy. You get? So this is what my right number here. So it's going to be what 2 chloro. Then we have what 2 what methyl. Remember here we have what butane as the parent's name, right? So the full name is now going to be what? Remember C will come for M for what? C will come for M, right? When it comes to alphabetical order. The parent chain always come last, right? So going to be what 2 chloro, 2 what methyl. Then here we have what butane. You get? So that is it. So I will give one for you to write now. So that let me see. So with the understanding, pause this video and do this one for me. Like pause it and do this for me. Comment on, drop your answer on the comment section. Like drop it on the comment section. Do it. Apply the rules I've given to you. Then name this one here. Then drop it at the comment section before we do it together. Okay, you can pause the video and do it. Okay, you have done it right. Now let's look at it very well. Now let's see. So the go say she do what? Take the longest continuous carbon chain, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what my longest continuous carbon chain because it contains what more carbon. If I come from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So from here to here is what my parent what chain, which is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth member of the alkane is what pentane. It's okay. Yeah, but this one is a substrate here. Here's what? Methyl. Here's what? Bromo. Here's what? Bromo. You get, so the next one is a number associated that the summation of the position of the substrate must have the lowest possible what number. Now let's start our number from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So when we start our number from here, carbon 3 and carbon 4 is what you can say carbon number 3 there is substrate here. And carbon number 4 there is what substrate here, which is going to be what? 3 plus 4, which is what? 7. You get that one we start from here. But now let's start from here, let's see what we're going to get. So we start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So carbon number 2 and carbon number 3 is what kind of substrate, which is what? 2 plus 3, which is what? 5. Because that 5 is what is the lowest. You get. So we are starting our number at this point here, right? No, bromo will come before what? Methyl. So the full name is going to be what? 2 what? Bromo. 2 what? Methyl. Then what? Pentane. You get. Now I'm going to give you one you will try for yourself because we are done with this video. Now let me give you some past questions you are going to try for yourself, right? So I'm going to leave you with this question here. Now try it on me. This guy and this guy. Leave it at the comment section. Name it. I will leave it at the comment section. I will try if I will check if you want to use what complete. Do you get that? So we have come to the end of this video, and I know that you have got enough value from this video. This is how to name alkane. Now what you have done here, you are going to see your Jamb. So make sure you practice and practice. Go to your past question and get more questions for you to practice. Do you get that? Any question you have, leave it at the comment section. This is not the final class for what nomenclature of the alkanes. More videos are coming. But my next video is going to be what nomenclature of what of the alkanes. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell because you don't want to miss out the next video that is coming up. Do you get that? If this video is there, please give it a like. Thanks very much. See you in the next video.